Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Houston Astros taking on the Minnesota Twins. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So, almost ready to get underway. And today's starter, Bailey Ober.
Well, this guy's coming off a season where fell short of 200 strikeouts, which is kind of the ultimate for pitchers to get to that level. And it just tells you how nasty his stuff is, but it also leaves a little bit on the table for him to come out this season and make sure that he gets over that number so that he can go into the offseason feeling like I'm in a pretty special group.
And now 2-1.
2-1. Whoa.
Swing and a foul out of play. Out to short. Zips it across. One up, one down. Now we check out the Astros lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Man at first. Here's Yordan Alvarez. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is ball one. In the dirt, blocked. Dubon leads off first with one away. Swing and a miss.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through.
Runner takes off. Up the middle. In plenty of time to first. But the go-ahead run comes in to score. And here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. That one outside. Ball one.
1 ball, no strike.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 strike.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the second game of the series. That's towards center. Buxton moves under it, nabs it, and that is that. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming. And we're back. And today's starter, Ronel Blanco. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Well, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff, and he should be really good in this one today.
The 2-1. And there's a ball. On the ground, right side. A dive. Nice stop. Nicely done for the out.
Well, he makes a great decision to go ahead and dive to stop that ball. Nice little flip to the pitcher covering. Those are those PFPs, pitchers fielding plays.
Here's Royce Lewis. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Alvarez going back on it. And that is gone. A laser to left. It's 1-1.
He just sent this stadium into a frenzy. They're going nuts. I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Matt Wallner, the next Twin up to hit. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
No ball.
Wallner
One strike.
matched a homer in his last game. And that one is lifted in the air. Alvarez settles under this one. And he makes the catch. Out number 2. And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. Finding themselves down a run early, they'd like to punch back here with a run of their own.
Absolutely, Boog, but I don't expect them to change their approach because of that run. They still want to put together strong at-bats. Be patient out there and get a feel for this starting pitcher.
Zips it to first. That ends the frame. Twins get one on this homer. All even. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. And now Isaac Paredes. And delivers outside. And that's off the inside edge. And now 2-0. That one missed.
Reto.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
One ball.
And that's in the dirt. And that's ball 1. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Correa tossed to second. How about that double play?
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
So next up for Houston, Jeremy Pena. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
That's why you run hard 90 feet. Take nothing for granted, especially when you've got great speed. I'll take the infield knock.
And first offering is fouled off. Tied up here in the early going. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And ball 1.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Gets a piece and stays alive. 1-2 now. And there's a ball. And that misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Altuve takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. And that one fouled off. Pena, the lead runner, out at second. McCormick on at first with 2 down. Up and in, and it's 2-1. That one is upstairs. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Squeezes it, and that's the 3rd out. 2 left for the Astros. Score remains. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the center fielder, Byron Buxton. Blanco back to work. And that one fouled off. Buxton launched a homer in his most recent game. Next pitch is outside. And that's outside.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
The wind of the pitch. Line to left, and it stays fair. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and he's there with a leadoff double.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Solid double down the line, and that was a pretty decent pitch that he just turned on. Not really out over the plate. It was inside, but he was more than ready to get that bat through the zone.
This is Willie Castro. Hard hit left side. That's one out the bottom of the second. Here's Carlos Correa. First pitch, and he just misses.
1-0.
Blanco checks the runner. Buxton back in there. Runner at second here, one gone. Swing and a miss at a slider.
1-1.
Ball to strike. The pitch.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
That one the other way. Calls it in, 2 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Swing and a foul straight back. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Man at second. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Top half of the third inning. Here's Mauricio Dubon. Outside, and that's ball 1.
Ball, no strike.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Takes a tumble and hangs on.
Oh, just an excellent job to track that one down. That was a tough play, and he tried to stay on his feet, not wanting to dive and maybe have it go by him, but the lunge at the end kind of sent him barrel rolling. Great effort, though, and a nice job to hang on to the ball throughout the catch.
Alvarez at the plate now. That's ball 1. Missed with a changeup. 2-0. Swings through that one for strike 1.
2-1.
Next offering is in for a strike. 1 out, bases empty. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, he didn't want to go after him with the fastball at all in that at bat. Nothing but off-speed stuff. Even with all the changeups coming, somehow he was still early on the swing. So I think he had to be thinking it was only a matter of time until he saw some heat.
Walker in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Inside, just missed. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And a foul ball. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Lewis throws to first, and that back at target field, bottom of the inning. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. That one to first. Walker And he handles it himself for the out. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Dubon sizes this one up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
Up next,
Royce Lewis, the next twin up to hit. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Hit on the ground to short. Tosses across to first, and that is that. Back in Minnesota, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Yainer Diaz. Outside low, and it's 1-0. Diaz measures 6 feet even, 26 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Next pitch in for a strike. Now 2-1. Fouled off. He was late. 3-2 now. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got a leadoff double in the 4th.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything, and pulled it into the gap nicely.
Just off the inside edge. And now 2 balls and a strike. Swings through that.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And down on strikes. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Pretty simple plan of attack on the mound right there, huh?
Yeah, nothing but fastballs. They just kept putting down the number 1 and letting it fly. I like it.
Yeah, me too, and I'd love to hit against that. But, of course, when you're in the box, you think he's bound to change speeds on you at some point. You're just kind of locked up, sort of like reverse psychology.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Pena, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Late on that fastball.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
On the inside corner for a strike. Just missed.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. I really think the outer half is open.
And now it's filled up. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that'll load the bases.
Well, he's been in a very giving mood today.
So bases loaded with 1 away. And now the right fielder, Chas McCormick. And that's fouled off.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in his
right side. Base hit. 1 run is in. And it gets by him. Now a second crosses the plate. Around third. She'll still come home with it. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. And a strike in there.
Altuve always seems to be setting records or reaching milestones, Boog, in 2023.
That to right. He makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. He scores on the sac fly. It's 5-1.
Man, there's a sac fly to bring home another run in this inning. These hitters are just piling it on. We're seeing some really quality at-bats out of this team right now.
Fastball for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Got him swinging. And we're back. Bottom four, and now for the Twins, Matt Wallner. Swings and misses. 0-1.
Well, these Twins definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
That's inside.
2 strikes.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one is back. And that's a home run into the upper deck. Into the second deck it goes. His second home run of the series. It's 5-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Left field, Alvarez going back on this one, and out number 1 on the grab. Here's Byron Buxton, doubled his first time. Swing and a miss, missed that by a mile. 0-1. Late on that fastball.
He was really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now 2 gone.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Castro now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next offering is in for a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's what it was. If you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. But the Twins do get one back on this. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Astros, Yordan Alvarez. That one fouled off. The next pitch misses, and it's 1-1. And that's outside.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard. Now Christian Walker. That's in there. That's strike 1.
1-1.
In the dirt. To second, but way too late. Safe there. Alvarez into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. Next offering upstairs. Struck him out looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Carpenter pulls it in, and there's 2 away. Now at the plate, Isaac Paredes. Ball one, no strikes. Pulls that one foul.
Here in the 5th inning, and here he is about to throw his 100th pitch. Man, he's really had to grind through to get to this point.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And a swing and a miss. He picks up his 5th strike. Back at target field, and here comes Carlos Correa. Blanco back to work. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball.
Well, these Twins, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
India at the plate now as he chases after that one.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Walker flashes the leather on the run and catch. 2 down, bases empty. So up next for Minnesota, Ryan Jeffers. Not close with that one. 1-0. Breaking ball misses down and away. 2 outs, base is empty. That misses. 3-1.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Twins retired in short. We're back, and now they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Danny Coulombe.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And it's even up. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Next pitch is outside.
2-2.
Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the 1st out. And next to hit for Houston, Jeremy Pena. Called strike, a sinker at the bottom of the zone. Ball 1 low.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Out to short. Correa tosses to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. 2 outs, base is empty. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder Chas McCormick. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. He's one of those Dave McCarty, Mark Carrion, Ricky Henderson types. Throw left. On to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the 6th inning. And the batter now, Nathaniel Lowe. Fought off foul.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
0-2.
That one ripped. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number 1. And next for Minnesota, Royce Lewis. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. And there's a foul ball. Oh, and that liner got him. No chance for a play, and let's hope the righty's not hurt on the mound. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
On the ground to the left. Off balance feet. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Kerry Carpenter. 0 for 2 in this one. That misses the zone, and that is ball one. Activity in the bullpen for Houston. Brian Abreu appears to be getting loose. King, the lefty, warming up as well. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
And a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. So digging in, Byron Buxton, 1 for 2. Fastball is outside. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. Swings through that one.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No swing. Just held it back there. Two outs. That one not close. Full count, 3-2. Willie Castro in the on-deck circle for the Twins. And they're all loaded up.
Good patience to take that walk and keep the line moving, and it sets up a critical at-bat.
Now pitching.
Astros go to the pen, and here comes Brian Abreu.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Hit in the air, left field. Drops into the glove, and that ends the inning. Twins leave the bases loaded. They trail at 5-2. Back in Minnesota, Jose Altuve up to hit here.
Jose Altuve.
That's outside. Ball one. Coulomb measures 5 feet 10 inches, 190 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. The 1-2. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And now here is Maurice. Runner on the go. Swing and a bouncer. Correa fires over to first. That's the first out in the top of the 7th. Air Jordan steps in to take his hacks. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Altuve over at second, 1 down. On the ground. And it finds its way through for a hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they're up by 4. Man at first with 1 gone. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Christian Walker. And that misses. 1-1. Man at first, 1 away. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
On the ground, right side. And he can't come up with it. And they put the tag on him for the out. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. 6-2 ball game. Back after this on the show. Bottom of the 7th. And now for the Twins, Carlos Correa. Swung on, belted. And that is a foul ball. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Swings through that one for strike 2. The shortstop takes the ball. That one misses, and the count is even 2-2. Struck him out swinging. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea. Jonathan Indy at the plate. And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
No ball.
The Astros leading by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And now the Twins catcher, Ryan Jeffers. That missed by a lot. And that's ball 1. And he swings through that one.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count. Fights it off. He'll see another. Two down, nobody on. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. We go to the 8th at the plate. Isaac Paredes. Ball 1 there.
Well, these Astros really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. The numbers help tell the story. I mean, they've been sitting fastball, and it's paying off in a big way. So far with 6 hits against that pitch alone. And that's a great way for a lineup to dominate a game, because if a pitcher can't rely on his fastball to get outs, I mean, that puts a lot of pressure on the rest of his pitches to be effective.
1-2 now. And a good eye there.
2-2.
And that one upstairs. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Singleton, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Dives, and he can't hang on. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. First and second, no outs. And now it's going to be Jeremy Pena. And a swing and a miss. There's a strike. PUEDES, the lead runner at second. Singleton on at first with nobody out. And 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
That's the ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where pitchers would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
McCormick stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Right through there for a strike. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Fly ball center field. Buxton moves under it. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down. So first and second with 2 outs. Jose Altuve up next for the Astros. 2 aboard, 2 outs. And that one fouled off.
Nope, I'll do.
Fouls one off. 2-2. That one missed. First and second, 2 down. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Hit in the air out to center field. Buxton sprinting after it. And that is that. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Bennett Sousa.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Walker takes it himself, and that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Royce Lewis, the next Twin up to hit. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch just misses. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Sean Dubin, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Scott getting loose as well. Line drive, pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. 2 down, base is empty. Matt Wallner, the next to hit. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
To first, and the Twins go 1-2-3. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Number 14, Mauricio Dubon. Now pitching for the Twins.
And that is out of play.
Rob Stewart.
Outside low, and the count is 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning. So up next, Yordan Alvarez. Clips the corner. It's 0-1. And that one missing low.
1-1.
Nobody out. Runner at first. And that misses. 2-1.
2-1.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Lead runner to second. So 2 on and nobody out. So next up for Houston, Christian Walker. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 1-1. First and second, no outs here at the top of the 9th. There's one. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Foul ball. Dubon on third with 2 out. Next pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, he went inside a couple of times and now out.
And down on strikes he goes. That's out number 3. So no runs. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Taylor Scott. He has a great slider with tons of movement. This one in the air, center field. Duvall settles under it. And there's one away.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
He's 2 outs away. Byron Buxton now at the plate. Slider right there.
No ball. 1 strike.
That's in there. That's strike 2. Fastball is outside.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out. So 2 down now. And here is Willie Castro. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Next offering is fouled back. The Stros leading by 4. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend set. It's the Houston Astros. Just about set to go. And on the hill today, Luis Gil.
Well, this guy had a bunch of wins last year, and I'll tell you what, as a position player, when you've got a pitcher that's going to go out there, take the ball, and put you in a position to win, for whatever reasons, you're relaxed, you enjoy playing behind him, but you also are able to score for a guy like that. And that's who he was for his team last year, and I'm sure they're hoping they get more of the same this season.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Mauricio Dubon in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. That's in there. And the count 1-1. This one in the air. Correa makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Just missed. Alvarez came up with 4 hits in his last game. And that one way outside. 2-1. That catches the corner. Two out, space is empty. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Astros are down quietly. Here's Nathaniel Lowe. Arrighetti measures 6 feet 2 inches, 185 pounds, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in New Mexico. And now it's even up.
It's no surprise they call this batter a day player. He statistically performs better in these games, and he's hoping for a big performance in this one.
And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got a leadoff double.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Makes the catch. 1 down. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. So up next for Minnesota, Matt Wallner. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Up the middle. Altuve handles it. Throw to first in time. Kerry Carpenter digs in now.
The right fielder, Kerry Carpenter.
And that one fouled off.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. And that will end the inning. Wind up stranding 1, scoreless after 1. And a foul ball. Heel, a former rookie of the year, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. That just misses. 1-2 to count. And that just misses. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
And the righty deals. Up the middle. Throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. 2 down, base is empty. And stepping in for the Astros, Isaac Paredes.
1-0.
And delivers outside. No score here in the second. And another ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Next offering is in for a strike. Way high.
Ball 3.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. 2 outs. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has.
In there safely. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1-1.
Out to short, Correa. Handles, throws to first, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Houston. And we're back, bottom of the second. Here's Byron Buxton. Arrighetti back to work. Just missed. And there's a strike.
Umpiring behind the plate for us today, Boog, is Mike Fillmore, and he is a good one. He'll reward pitches on the edges a little bit, but the main thing is he doesn't keep you guessing. Once he establishes that a pitch is a strike, it stays that way.
And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down.
Designated hitter.
This is Willie Castro. On the ground right side. Steps on first for the out. Yeah, Fillmore, kind of, I don't know, you'd say maybe an umpire's umpire, but really consistent, very fair. Carlos Correa now at the plate as he swings through strike one. That one hit to right. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. We'll move to the third. On to the third inning. Now it's the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. That one's upstairs, ball one. Pitch misses there, ball two.
2 balls, no strike.
And there's a strike on the outside corner. Next offering is outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Correa makes the grab, one away. Next to hit, Chas McCormick. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. And there's a ball.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Got it. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Top of the third, no score. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Throws to second, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. As we go to the last of the third, Jonathan India at the plate. Almost got him. Out to center, Dubon under it, and there's one down. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. 0 for 6 in the series so far. And it finds its way through for a hit. So now back to the top of the order. Back to the top of the lineup, Nathaniel Lowe, the next twin up to hit. Led off this game with a double. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. Here's Royce Lewis. Golden opportunity right here. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Both runners tagging from second and third. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. That ends the inning, but they do score a run here. So they get 1 run on 2 base hits. No errors and no one left. New inning getting started. Now the number 2 hitter, Mauricio Dubon. First pitch misses. Dubon, a former Gold Glove winner, 30 years old now, and he was born in Honduras.
1 ball, 1 strike.
This one in the air. One up, one down.
Well, that's what he's looking for with the fastball above the zone. A swing and miss or weak contact.
Yordan Alvarez.
Alvarez, batting with one down, takes a strike. And there's the strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Inside. And it's 2-0. Strike one.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. There's a swing and a drive. Headed one hops the wall. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in, but he's in there easily.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Absolutely hammered that baseball very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
And that'll do it. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Twins, the left fielder, Matt Wallner.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's his 6th home run of the season. It's 2-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. He got on plane with that high fastball, then look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
Next to hit, Kerry Carpenter. And that's outside. And that's ball one.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Fly ball down the line and a foul ball. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Makes the catch, and there's one down. So digging in, Byron Buxton. He's 0 for 1. Just off the outside edge. Ball one. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike.
Strike 2.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for strike 3. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the Minnesota designated hitter, Willie Castro. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
And now 1 and 2.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for because you start wondering if...
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. But the solo shot stretches their lead. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
0-1.
Good eye right there.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Well, that's great execution of the pitch right there, and the battery working together. Catcher does a nice job to present that to the umpire and get that called 3rd strike.
Singleton stands in now and watches strike 1. Foul ball there.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. And first offering is fouled off.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
0-2.
That misses the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The shortstop takes a ball. The Astros down by a pair, and we're at the top of the 5th. In the air, center field. Buxton moves under it. He's got it, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now Correa up to hit. Eric Getty back to work. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. And that's way high. And that is ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. That one misses. And the count now even up.
The count's full.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Man at first, nobody out. Digging in, Jonathan India 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. In the dirt.
0-2 is the count.
Pitch misses.
Outside.
Now 1-2. And that's
Ball
down
2.
and away. Correa on at first. Nobody out. Grounded to third. Could be 2. There's 1. Out. To Walker. Out. And that's 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And first offering is fouled off. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work. Back at target field. And stepping in is the speedy Chas McCormick. And a foul ball.
Well, these Astros need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Rocco Ball.
Pitching for the Twins, number 44. Around Chapman.
Altuve lays off down low as he digs in for the third time. Next offering is downstairs. Roll to short, could be two. The flip, there's one. Relay to first, double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Duvall, the next to hit, takes outside.
That's out.
On the ground to third. Over to Lowe. And that is the inning. Nothing. Back in Minnesota, Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. The other way. Throw not in time. It's an unlikely infield single.
Tough play on a nice backhand stop. Had to be perfect with the exchange and throw to get the out, but it looked like he had to dig in there a little deeper, like he was trying to get a split finger grip or something. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference.
And next for Minnesota, Royce Lewis. This one in the dirt.
0-1's the count.
And now the count is even. The Astros have some action in their pen. Sean Dubin getting loose out there. Scott also getting ready. And the next pitch is way outside. Runner at first with no outs here. Fouls one off. 2-2. Swing and a high fly ball right field. McCormick hauls it in, and there's one away. Manager out of the jug. Bennett Sousa will take over here.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now the left fielder, Matt Wallner. He went deep back in the fourth. A pretty important swing of the bat in this ball game.
Yeah, Boogie, he didn't waste any time. He jumped all over that pitch and saw it the entire way. You talk about squaring it up. He didn't miss a stitch on the baseball.
High fly ball out towards left field. That one back. Banks off the wall. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Lead runner holds at third. So two runners in scoring position and just one out.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the.
Smash to the left side. Slings to first in time. Byron Buxton, the next Twin up to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. And that
Ball
misses. Ball one. Man at second. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
That's to third. Paredes sends it across to first. They limit the damage here. And we're back. Top of inning number 7. And now Yordan Alvarez. Pitch misses. And it's 1-0. Chapman, a former All-Star. 37 years young, and he was born in Cuba.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
And that's through there for a strike. And now 3-1. This one in the air. Jeffers brings it in. And there's one away.
Got the pitch that he wanted. Just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open. Backside collapsed a little bit. And the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
Walker in the box again. Takes a strike. That one outside. And the count even 1-1. On the ground to short. Correa gets it to first. And 2 away to start the 7th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Diaz up to the plate for the 3rd time as he looks at 1 down low. Next one is off the plate. Now 2 balls and a strike. Ground ball left side. Lewis throws to first. And the Astros put down in order. Doing there for Houston. They trail it here 3-0.
Now
set for the last half of the 7th. Now it's the Twins DH, Willie Castro.
Sean.
That's ripped. Base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Waste no time there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's Carlos Correa. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over-aggressive. 5 hits for them on the first pitch alone, so they're swinging and connecting right out of the gates.
McCormick makes the catch for the out. And there's 1 down. And now for the Twins, Jonathan India. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Puts it away for the out.
And of course, sometimes you need to be patient as an offense and let the pitcher come to you, but you can't argue with the game plan they're using in this one.
Now the catcher up to hit, Ryan Jeffers. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying. And it hits the fence. He will score.
Comes through with the RBI.
He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing, and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here.
Now it's going to be Nathaniel Lowe. First pitch, not close. Jeffers stands at second with 2 gone. Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes the grab, and the inning is over. And the Twins plate 1 on the double. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to begin the 8th. Now the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. Right through there for a strike. And they'll do it again. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Singleton up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. Swing and a miss. Blew it by him at 99. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So a man at first. And here is Jeremy Pena. Ground ball left side, could be 2. To second, there's 1. Throw to first, but he beat it. Now it's the right fielder, Chas McCormick. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Way out front for strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Ground ball up the middle. And it gets by him. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Just missed. First and second, 2 down. And we're at the top of the 8th. And that misses. Now 2-0. That clips the corner. Now he breaks his bat. Low. Off balance throw in time. And they get Altuve for the out. That's the 3rd. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Dubin back to work. And first offering is fouled off. There's the swing and a miss.
0-2.
Breaking ball misses down and away.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Next offering misses down and away. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Matt Wallner, the next Twin up to hit. He's already homered in this game. And that drops in for a strike.
0-1.
Gets him to chase after that one.
0-2 is the count.
Caught him looking for the K.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
That one the other way. Fair ball. Coming home. The relay. Now a dive for the tag, and he gets him.
Well,
clearly being aggressive on the bases right there, trying to add on to that big lead. Credit to the defense, though. Nice execution to cut him down at the plate. Man, it's good to see they're still out there trying to make plays for their pitcher.
And now Byron Buxton. There's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Carpenter at second with 2 down.
One and one.
Squirts away a little bit. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate.
Now
back in target field, here's Mauricio Dubon.
Number 22. Griffin.
And ball 1.
Jets.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. He sends it into the second deck, and they cut into the lead. It's 4-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. Gone way up into the upper deck.
Back-to-back jacks. And this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
And that one is lifted in the air. Makes the grab, one down. He's 2 outs away. Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. That one drilled left field and a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things.
Here comes the manager.
Pitching for the Twins, number 59, John Gerhardt.
Now here is Isaac Paredes. Right through there for a strike. That misses, and that's ball one.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
1 ball.
With the tying run at the plate, here at the top of the ninth. That one just misses. 2-2.
That pitch was pretty borderline at the top of the zone, and he's not digging.
Gassed it right by him.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
That one at triple digits.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
That one fouled off. The Stros down to their final strike. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back. And that'll wrap it up. The Twins win the rubber match of this 3-game series.
I'd say this team really needed to win this game today. It pushed them over the top.
Live from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri, the show brings you game one of a huge 4-game weekend set. It's the Minnesota Twins going up against the Kansas City Royals. First pitch coming your way next. Almost ready to get underway. And on the mound in this one, Alec Marsh. How about a report on him, Chris?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. One of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Here's Royce Lewis. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Lewis, in his 3rd season, batting second in today's lineup, a former first-round pick back in 2017. Fouled off down the right side. Lowe gets his lead at first with nobody out. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Pasquantino pulls it down, one down. Here's the left fielder, Matt Wallner.
Matt Wallner.
In the air to left down the line. And a foul ball. Man at first, one away. This one lifted in the air, left field. Blanco hauls it in for the out. That's out number 2. Kerry Carpenter, the next twin up to hit.
The right fielder, number 30, Kerry Carpenter.
Swing and a miss.
Oh, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Next offering is fouled back.
Finish him.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Third out, and that ends the frame. Bottom of the first. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Dairon Blanco. And that drops in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. That one missed.
One ball, 2 strikes.
He goes down looking.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Michael Garcia now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
0-2.
One out, base is empty. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Just off the outside part of the plate. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And he grounds one to the right side. Castro. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Now a chance for Bobby Witt Jr. There's a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Fought off foul. Here's the 0-2. The shortstop takes the ball.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss at 100. Struck him out. Top of the second, and here's the veteran outfielder, Byron Buxton. Marsh back to work. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Fouled off. He was late. And here it comes. And he grounds one back up the middle. Over to first. That takes care of Buxton. This is Willie Castro. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second. And he'll pull into second safely.
Everything came together for him. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
And here comes Carlos Correa. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. 1 out and a runner at second. And it's even up.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Ball 2.
In the dirt, but kept close. Man at second. Swings through that one.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Just outside, and the count is filled up. Struck him out without a swing. Throws him with the heater at the knees. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now the Minnesota designated hitter, David Fry. And a swing and a miss.
No ball. 1 strike.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
0-2. One ball, 2 strike.
Runner at second, 2 down as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. Back here in Kansas City, and now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. There's a strike at the knees. Swinging a foul straight back. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And there's a ball. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. And takes low for ball 1. Sinker catches the zone at the knees. Second inning here, no score. That misses, and it's 2-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
2 down, nobody on. That one close, rule the ball. 2-1. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Correa tosses to first, and Renfroe is retired. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, top half of the 3rd inning, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Ryan Jeffers. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Up the middle, and that chance handled. Now a jump throw. It's there, and that's a great play. Here's Nathaniel Lowe. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Nathaniel Lowe.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Little chopper rolls foul. That's down and in.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Liner, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And there's 2 away. Now the left fielder, Matt Wallner. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Loves it on the dive. And very nicely done for the out. And we're back. Set for the bottom of the third. And now the DH, Nelson Velasquez. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Swings through that.
Boom. That's cheddar, baby.
Next pitch, not close, up high. Sliced hard but foul. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Now it's the second baseman, Brooks Lee. That's in there. Still tied at 0. Last of the third. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
No ball. 2 strike.
Ball 1 there.
1 and 2.
Grounds 1 to short. Slings it across. And that quickly 2 away. Joey Wiemer steps in for the Royals.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Next pitch is outside. And the count is 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the fourth. Now the Minnesota cleanup hitter, Kerry Carpenter. First pitch misses.
Well, these Twins just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. He was all over that one. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
And there's a base hit to left. And 2 on now as they try to rally here.
A couple of singles back-to-back. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground.
Oh, this ball's down, and that could bring in a run. And the Twins score first. It's 1-0.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Correa in the box now. Takes strike 1.
There's an opportunity to do some damage, but you've got to be selective. Make sure you get a pitch that you can handle.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out. And next for Minnesota, David Fry. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Tap foul at the plate.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
On the ground, a second, might be 2. Good feed. That's 1. And that's 2. Back here in Kansas City, ready to go, bottom 4. And to the plate for Kansas City, Dairon Blanco.
Well, these Royals just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Michael Garcia getting ready to hit. Grounded out his first time up. He was late there. Strike one.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Foul ball still 0-2. That one missed.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good eye in that spot.
Didn't get the result he wanted, but that's a nice pitch right there.
Back to the mound. He's got it. Slings to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr.
Shortstop.
Just missed. Witt in his 4th year, 24 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. And another ball.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And that's the inning. Ready now for the 5th inning. And the batter now, Ryan Jeffers. Check swing, and he went. Strike
No ball,
1.
1 strike. Ball.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1 and 2.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He went up there and got it with 2 strikes. I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
That one to first, and that goes foul. Jeffers gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. And there's 1 down. Here's the third baseman, Royce Lewis. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Strike 2.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Got him looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Here's the left fielder, Matt Wallner. Swing and a ground ball. In plenty of time to first, 3rd out. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it'll be the cleanup hitter for the Royals, Salvador Perez. And the 0-1. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Not close with that one. Going to count 1 and 2. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And out number 1 on the grab. So up next, Vinny Pasquantino. That one's in there. That's strike 1. That's a little bit low. The 1-1 is fouled off. The Royals yet to pick up a hit here. Pitch misses there, and it's 2-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And that's off the inside edge. 2 balls, no strikes. And another ball.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Royals set down in order. So the Royals bring on a new arm, Hunter Harvey.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And there's a foul ball.
Harvey.
Well, these Twins, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
Swings over the top of that one. Gets to it, on to first. Not in time. He's safe. Here's Byron Buxton, 1 for 2. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still trying to get that ground ball double play.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. So up next for Minnesota, Willie Castro.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Carpenter leads off first with 1 away. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Up and in. Now 1-2.
1-2.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Correa in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And fouled off.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Line drive. That's a base hit. Carpenter headed for the plate. The tag, and he's safe. It's 2-0.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
First and second, 1 out. Now it's the Twins DH, David Fry. And that's a fair ball. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in, safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. It's 3-0.
Well done. Drives in the run. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Jeffers, the next to hit. Center field. Weimer makes the catch. Runner tags for home. Throw is offline, and he scores. And it's 4-0.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great...
Now pitching for the
New pitcher in the game for the Royals, Chris Stratton.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. dives, and it gets by. Coming home. He'll score. And his third hit of the game is a triple.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
So a runner at third, 2 men out. Now the number 2 hitter, Royce Lewis. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2.
That's
One
way
ball, 2
outside.
strikes.
And a count 1-2. And that misses off the outside edge. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Right through there, got it. Ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. And we're back, bottom of the 6th. So up now for Kansas City, Nelson Velasquez. Right through there for a strike.
Well, these Royals, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt.
That smash towards center. Buxton makes the grab. And a quick out, number 1. And next up for the Royals, Brooks Lee. And it's fouled away.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
The Twins leading by 5 here in the bottom of the 6th. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And down on strikes. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
Up next for the Royals.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Joey Wiemer.
Wiemer.
And that finds the mark on the outside corner. 0-1. Foul ball. 2 outs. Foul ball still 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. Royals go down 1-2-3. Still all set for the start of the inning. And now for the Twins, Matt Wallner. Stratton back to work. And he hits a ground ball right side. 1 up, 1 down. Kerry Carpenter, the next Twin up to hit. 1 for 3.
Carpenter.
In the air out towards right center. Wiemer sizing this one up. They got it for out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Byron Buxton, the next Twin up to hit. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And another
another ball. When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
On the ground to third. Tosses to first. That takes care of Buxton. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. David Festa.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Festa ready to fire now. Popped up. Correa makes the catch, and there's one gone. So up now for Kansas City, Michael Garcia. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Festa measures 6 feet 6 inches. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. The Royals still looking for their first hit in this one. And that one popped in the air left field. Wallner corrals it. And a couple of quick outs. 2 down, bases empty. Bobby Witt Jr. steps in for the Royals. He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. In the air, out towards left center. Buxton makes the catch. That is the inning. So the Royals bring on a new arm, Carlos Hernandez.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Headed towards the corner, and that's a foul ball. And misses inside. This one in the air. Witt puts it away for the out. One up, one down. Here's Carlos Correa. Swinging a foul out of play. One down, base is empty. On the ground to third. Makes the sliding stop. Over to first. And they get the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Fry at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one.
One strike.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
In the air, right field. Pulls it in on the run. And that is that. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
The catcher, Salvador Perez.
Outside low. And that is ball 1. And another ball.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think
swings here and blasts one left field. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Pasquantino will hit next. That clips the corner. In the air, right side of the infield. Castro makes the grab, 1 away. Hunter Renfroe at the plate. Foul ball there. Inside, and it's 1-1. 1 out and a runner at second. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Close, but called a ball. And it's 2-1. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out. So now here's the DH, Nelson Velasquez. Oh, and now a wild pitch. Renfroe up to second. Runner at third holds, so both runners are now in scoring position.
Well, that could end up.
Here comes the skipper.
Now pitching for the Twins, number 59, Juan Duran.
2 on, 1 out. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
And that one hammered way back there. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul.
Oh, good solid contact right there, just a bit out in front of that fastball. Got to try to stay on that backside just a little bit longer and see if you can do some damage.
99 miles per hour to finish him off.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
2 on, 2 outs. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 2. On the inside corner for a strike. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. 1 run across. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe at home, and the runner scores from second. It's 5-2. Stepping in, Joey Wiemer. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Buxton moves under it. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the catcher, Ryan Jeffers. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Bullpen action for the Royals. Kyle Wright up and loosening in the pen. Schreiber getting cranked up as well. That's off the mark. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
In the air on the infield, Witt nabs it, and there's 1 down. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. High in the air out to right. Renfroe in position, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Royce Lewis, the next Twin, up to hit. In the air, right field. Brings it in, and that is that. So they go ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the left fielder, Dairon Blanco. Just missed.
That's out the corner.
Fly ball to right. Carpenter makes the play, and there's 1 down. He's 2 outs away. Michael Garcia now at the plate. On a line, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And the batter will be the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. Here comes the man.
Pitching for Minnesota, number 22, Griffin.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. The 0-1. To short, could be 2. Over to Castro for 1. Out. A double play to end it.
A little sigh of relief for the pitcher there, ending the ball game with a nice
Welcome inside Kauffman Stadium. MLB The Show has action out of the AL Central. It's the Minnesota. Ready to go now. And now, Carlos Correa.
The shortstop, Carlos Correa.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
0-1 for count.
640.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. He's got it. One away.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Reagans certainly has electric stuff, considered by many to be a strikeout pitcher. He might not be at the top level in that category, but strikeout's a big part of his game. And that's outside.
And he doesn't beat himself. I mean, he's going to throw strikes. He's not going to issue many free passes, and he's going to keep the ball in the ballpark.
And a swing and a miss there.
So when you look at that, he's not completely preventing hitters from hitting home runs, but he's so consistent that you look up. By the time he gives the ball over, it's the 6th or 7th inning, and there's 1 or 2 runs on the board at most.
One out, base is empty. On the ground, out to short. Whips it to first. And they get the out. Here's Royce Lewis.
Third, the third baseman, Royce Lewis.
Not the best swing that time from the first round pick.
0-1.
Strike two.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Now the third baseman, Michael Garcia. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Bader hauls it in, and there's one away. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. And saying I'm a bit surprised to see this many righties in a lineup against a right-hander.
Yeah, you're not the only one, Boog. I'm a bit surprised as well. And, you know, some hitters work well against same-handed pitching. You know, just back in 2024, Bobby Witt Jr., Vlad Guerrero Jr., and Aaron Judge all had higher batting averages against righties than they did against lefties. So maybe they got a plan after all. He's mixing his pitches really well, late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Got him. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. And now the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. The shortstop takes the ball. Witt with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately. And that one wrapped foul. Out towards right center field. Buxton sizing it up and makes the grab. And that's the third out. We played an inning, no score. Second inning set to go. And now the Minnesota designated hitter, Willie Castro. Late on that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball. Just blown away in that at-bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at-bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Next offering is in for a strike. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
2 out, space is empty. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
That one almost got him.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Now this is in the air down the line. Weimer settles underneath it. And that is that. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, and now the veteran catcher, Salvador Perez. Tapped in front of the plate. Tosses to first, and they get Perez for the out. Michael Massey steps in for the Royals. That's off the mark. Ball 1. And that's down and away. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And that's in the dirt. Grounded to low. And he takes it himself for the out. Now it's Hunter Renfroe.
The first baseman, Hunter Renfroe.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that one clips the corner.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Got him looking. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Royals bats are quiet there. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here in Kansas City, and now the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter.
Kerry Carpenter.
Reagan's back to work. And that one lifted in the air center field. And it's caught for the out.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Number 9.
And here's the catcher, David Fry. Strike 1.
Wow. That's not even close to the zone.
That misses the zone, and that's ball one.
I got a ball, one strike.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
One ball, two strikes.
Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Hit in the air, center field. And that is that. Home half. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Fouled off left side. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. He makes the grab, and there's one away. Drew Waters stands in. First pitch misses. Up the middle. On to first. And a couple of quick outs. Here's the left fielder, Joey Wheeler. In there at the knees for a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Next offering is down low. Goes down looking. KC down in order. As we go to the top of the 4th. Now here is Carlos Correa. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Swing and a ball popped in the air out to shallow center. Massey pulls that one down, and there's one down. Jonathan India at the plate. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. India measures 6 feet even, 28 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. That one hooked foul.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. A little late, opposite field now.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Here's the third baseman, Royce Lewis. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
On the ground. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He beats the throw, and he reaches safely. Go ahead run on base. And next is the designated hitter, Willie Castro. He's 0 for 1. And a foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the... And we're back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Michael Garcia. That's a strike. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. And that skips in the dirt.
2 strikes.
And that one is downstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Lopez gets the swing and the miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And now it's Kyle Isbell. Caught looking his first time up. A little bit low. And it's 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
Late swing, foul to the left. The Royals hitless so far in the game. That one off the mark, and the count's even at 2. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double. And now Bobby Witt Jr. That one finds the zone. 0-1. That's inside. One out and a runner at second. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. The shortstop takes the ball. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Lifted in the air, right field. Carpenter. 2 down. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Salvador Perez. Over to Lowe. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. This one popped up. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, drops into the glove, and there's 1 down. Here's Byron Buxton.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And a foul ball. 1 down, base is empty. A changeup missing, and that's ball 1. And that's downstairs and outside. Next pitch inside. 3 balls and a strike.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Outside, ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. The hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Step off, throw to first. Buxton back in there. Carpenter swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the 2nd time today. And a pitch. Buxton on the run. Pitch inside. Tag save. The throw from Perez too late. The 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Throw to second, safe. Buxton, the runner at second with 1 away. And there's the ball. That one 90 5 to finish him off.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
Fry swings through it for strike one.
Then he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to shake.
No, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter now, Michael Massey. Up the middle, it's through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Now it's Hunter Renfroe. Struck out looking at his first at bat. Squirts away a little bit. And now a man into scoring position.
Heads up base running right there.
And the 1-0.
Ball, that's inside.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at bat strikeout.
Next pitch is outside. And there's the automatic. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. And Pablo Lopez will deliver. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Stays alive. Man at second. Got him! He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. So here's the Royals DH, Nelson Velasquez. First pitch, and he just misses. To third, Lewis. Throws across the diamond. That's out number 2.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Drew Waters. Late with the swing there.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball 2.
That one out to right. Carpenter on his way over. Squeezes it. And that ends the inning. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's Nathaniel Lowe. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Weimer racing over to make the catch.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
India in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. And now he'll ask for time and step out of the box. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it falls. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
At the plate, Royce Lewis. That's in for a strike.
0-1.
With the go-ahead run standing at second, and we're the top half of the 6th. Yeah, that's fouled off. Two on, 1 out. On the ground, could be 2. Witt over to second, and that's 2. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, well, we go bottom 6. And to the plate for Kansas City, Joey Wiemer. Bunting for a hit, he pops it up. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the Royals, Michael Garcia. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
That one fouled off, 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. That one lifted to left. Bader should have it. Hauls it in for the out. 2 away. So 2 down now, and here is Kyle Isbell. Misses outside. 1-0. Just missed. Just missed.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Draws the walk there.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Witt stands in now, looks at that one inside.
Counts 1-0.
Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That one back there, and the inning is over. So 1 left for Kansas City, and we are. New inning getting started. Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Willie Castro. That one catches the zone, and it's 0-1. Activity in the Kansas City bullpen. Carlos Estevez, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Bubic also throwing. Swing and a pop-up. Massey hauls it in for the out.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it.
And that one is lifted in the air. Isbell moving under this one. 2 away now.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Buxton, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Two down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Down go the Twins. Bottom of the 7th, and now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Salvador Perez. And that's in there at the knees.
Well, these Royals finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations. And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. That's to third, Lewis. And they get Perez for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Massey, the next to hit, takes ball 1. All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. off the mark there, and it's 2-1. Fights it off. He'll see another. Just misses with that one. Downstairs, and that's ball 4.
Well, he's starting to look a little gassed to me, and we'll see if they go to the bullpen in this spot or not.
Hunter Renfroe at the plate, and that one fouled off. One away, tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball.
Just misses. It's 2-2. Down on strikes, looking for the second straight plate appearance. Nelson Velasquez digs in now. 0 for 2 in this one. That's a strike. 0-1. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Late on that fastball. Lopez gets the swing and the miss. Make it 7. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Chris Bubich.
Now pitching for the Royals, number 50, Chris Bubich.
Carpenter swings through it for strike 1. Action in the pen down there. Lucas Erceg up and throwing. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. And there's one away. David Fry, the next Twin up to hit. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that one in the air center field. Isbell sizes this one up, stretches out and hauls it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. And there's a strike.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Fought off foul. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive and puts the go-ahead run on base.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Go-ahead run on base. Now Correa up to hit. And a breaking ball misses outside. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that hits the bag. And he'll just eat it. That's an infield single.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Jonathan India, the next Twin up to hit. 1 for 3. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Well,
if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Garcia. They take the force out. They miss a big chance.
Now pitching for Minnesota.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Danny Coulombe. Waters in the box now. Takes strike 1. And that's downstairs. 1-1. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Weimer in the box now. Takes strike 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Ball 1 there.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Swing and a miss. as he was out front
One
that
ball,
time.
2 strikes.
And there's a hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. That one is gone.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Isbell in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 2. Coulomb, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
And down on strikes. 2 gone now. Right side. And foul ball. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
No.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy.
Now pitching for the Royals.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Lucas Erceg.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. Isbell hauls it in, and there's one away.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
He's 2 outs away. And now here is Willie Castro. And there's a foul ball. The Royals leading by 2 here at the top of the 9th. One down, base is empty. Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Matt Walner.
That clips the zone. Strike 1. Swings, and he breaks his back. And there are 2 outs.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
The Twins down to their final out. And now the center fielder, Byron Buxton. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Finish him.
Erceg is just 1 strike away. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Great pitchers doing